All right, so my voice is kind of out, but it's coming back in. God told me to stop smoking, and this was my consequence, my voice going out, right? God also told me to be quiet and listen, and that was also the consequence. I'm speaking like this because I'm about to go on a walk, but my mind started going, right? My clarity started coming. I started my fast yesterday, so downloads are streaming through, right? Things are happening. It was Mercury retrograde. I'm not deep into astrology like that, but I know what I know in order to be aligned with God, right? So anyway, I'm just thinking about boundaries. Recently, I was in a conflict, right, with someone in which I love, and the conflict, the clarity that came after that conflict, the clarity that's coming now, which has probably been like a little week now, was that you oftentimes don't know someone's boundaries until you cross them, right? Or sometimes until they express them to you, period. But usually it's when you cross a boundary line that you don't know, like, where someone's hard no is or where someone's stop is, you know? And so coming to the clarity about that conflict now, I realize that in relationships, you must continue to ask questions all the time about the person in which you're surrounding yourself with. That goes for friendships, your lover, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father. You must ask people's boundaries so that you know. Now, there are some things that is just some people can be rigid, especially if you've been hurt before, you've been traumatized, you develop rigid boundaries, and then later on in life you learn to come to clarity about the boundaries you had and how to make them flow fluidly in your life to make sense. Because sometimes we have boundaries, they don't make sense, or at least I'm not going to say that they make sense for the phase of life you're in, having been traumatized. But when you heal and you develop yourself and your mindset shifts and you grow, you see how some of your boundaries may have been very, very rigid and not really make sense. And so it made you have bad relationships. Anyway, or negative just circumstances. Anyway, fast forward, I'm realizing how just asking questions in your relationships are very, very important. Being very conscious in the way you speak and intentional in the way that you show up. Because that conflict just made me realize there are certain hard no's in things that I value. And it made me realize too on the other end that this person had some things just that they value. And it could be as small as I value putting pineapples on my pizza, because it reminds me of the time in childhood when yada, yada, yada happened. And this is a very memorable experience for me. And it's intentional when I got pineapples on my pizza. I don't know what things you have. But anyway, the conflict just made me realize, like, my hard nose and what it is that I value, right? Because in our boundaries too, we realize what it is we value in life and in our relationships. And so it's just important to ask questions to those around you so that you know them deeper and you know them better, so that you do know them like the back of your hand, right? And you know them with intention because you want to know them, you know? You want to be emotionally invested. Now, there are certain things where it's like, let it go. You feel me? Let it go. But also when you are coming to just a higher clarity and mindset shift and growing into the version of yourself, yourself that you are wanting to become, you must just get to know the people around you deeper. And I kind of lost my train of thought for a little bit, but it's okay. We're going here now. So yeah, in order to just know the people around you deeper. So really ask those questions. And I'm realizing I need to do that more in my relationships. So I also feel safe around the person, because people can change. People are changing every day. People are experiencing new emotions every day. People are experiencing new feelings every day. So in what day do you make me feel safe in this day? Do you make me feel seen or heard or valued in this day? And so maybe today they don't have the capacity to make you feel safe, seen, heard, and valued in your emotions or in your life because they're going through some shit. Maybe tomorrow they're going to have a capacity for you. I don't even want to say safe though, because safety is very important. You should feel safe in all of your relationships that you're supposed to be in. But maybe today they don't have the capacity to show up to make you feel seen, make you feel heard and felt, because they got something going on. So they got their boundary line. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go on this walk because the sun kind of going down. But I really just wanted to say, get to know the people around you more, even if you think you know them. I don't care if you've been talking to your sister her whole life and you grew up at every birthday with her, you grew up in a house with her, you feel me, you went on trips together. I don't care, because you don't know your sister, because she knew today, right? She grew today. She learned some new knowledge today that she could share with you today. She learned something. She's different. She changed her hair. I don't know. You feel me? So just talk to the people around you. Get to know them deeper, because every day people are changing. Every day people are developing new beliefs, new boundaries. So, yeah. Anyway, that was my thought bubble. I'm going to go talk with God more. And y'all have a good day. Peace.
Yeah. Watch how I open every door just like a locksmith.